Day 9, here we go. All right, today we are focusing on anti-rotation exercises. So as a little reminder, anti-rotation exercises are vitally important if you want to efficiently transfer power from your lower body to your upper body without any energy leakage through the core. As the good old saying goes, you cannot shoot a cannon from a canoe. All right, these exercises are great for runners, for boxers, for anyone who plays racket sports, for the air bike, for anything that involves throwing, for rowing, for Olympic lifts, for jumping, okay? The list goes on, all right? These exercises are going to be really great to even add into your future training as your accessory work or even through your warm-ups to really accelerate and support your training. They are also really good for just everyday life, as these exercises really work to stabilize the spine and will help keep your back pain-free and bulletproof. Before we get started, I just want to work through one technical drill with you, and that is correct engagement through your TVA, which is your transverse abdominals. Okay, your transverse abdominals are the corset muscles that wrap from your back all the way round to the front. So when you hear people talk about the trunk, that's often what they're talking about, all right? But most people, when they engage or think that they're engaging their TVA, they're actually just squeezing the obliques and tensing the obliques, all right? So just join me down on the mat, lying on your back, okay? You want a neutral spine, so a little pocket of air underneath the lower back, and then find your hip bones with 2 fingers, okay? Find the hip bones and then just press on the inside into the squishy bit, okay? Your abdominals are completely relaxed right now, so your fingertips are able to just sink right in, okay? Then you're gonna exhale as you pull up the pelvic floor, and then imagine you've got a magnet on each of your hip bones, and those magnets come towards one another, okay? When you do that, you'll feel a muscle kick up against your fingertips and relax. Okay, we're going to do that again, but now take your thumbs and place them into just above the hip bone into your sides where your obliques are. Okay, exhale, pull the pelvic floor up, bring the magnets together, feel that kick against your fingertips, but make sure that underneath your thumb it's still soft. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times just so you can feel it. Inhale, relax everything. Exhale, pelvic floor, TVA. Obliques stay relaxed. And release. Good, 1 more time. Pelvic floor, TVA. By imagining those magnets coming together, obliques are still soft. And release. Good. Okay, now you might need to practice that. It doesn't always come first time, especially if you are one of those people that often just squeezes the obliques together. But we are going to use that in a 4-point kneel in our first exercise, okay? So just flipped around the other side. All right, let's get going. Okay, so coming into that 4-point position, spread the fingertips, create a nice, strong, stable base. Shoulders are right on top of those hip bones. Eyes of the elbows face one another. Shoulders are away from the ears, tuck your toes under. Okay, now exhale as you pull out the pelvic floor. Imagine those magnets on each of those hip bones drawing together as you then hover the knees off. Okay, thighs are relaxed, and then inhale, drop down. Okay, so doing exactly what we were just practicing, but in a different position. And pelvic floor, TVA, hover up. And down. Gonna keep going with this, using the breath. Try not to let the back round. Try to maintain that neutral spine, the natural curve in your lower back. Exhale, pelvic floor, TVA. And release. Screwing those hands down into the floor so you feel that little squeeze underneath your shoulder blades. All those shoulder stabilizers working and engaging. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so whenever you are hovered up in a 4-point kneel, it is that engagement that we want. All right, we are going to add on and progress that. So we're going to come up to the hover, and we're going to add in leg extensions, okay? Hover up, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you're gonna extend the right leg away, keeping both hip bones level, and then it comes back in. And then left leg extends away. So to stretch that leg out, I want you to really squeeze your glute to lift up. So you're making the abdominals and the glutes work together. Okay, your abdominals and glutes are opposing muscles to create any acceleration, especially in running or whenever you want to propel forward. Okay, not allowing the hips to twist. Okay, imagine you have headlights on the hip bones and they're both pointing straight down to the floor the entire time. Okay, we're getting a lot of shoulder stability as a secondary benefit in these exercises, and relax. Good, okay, you will want to roll those shoulders out because we are going out to a high plank now. Okay, so we've just done the legs, now we're going to do the arms. Okay, reaching the arms forward. So spread the fingertips, send one leg away, scoop the abdominals, join the other leg. Okay, remember, the wider your legs, the easier it's going to be, the closer together, the harder. Bring your hands a smidgen in, and one arm reaches forward, slowly goes down. Okay, now really try and keep your pelvis level. Keep those hip bones pointing straight down. Okay, they're going to want to twist open. All right, remember that little trick. As the right arm reaches up, the right hip is trying to go down towards the floor, just to counter any movement. Squeeze your glutes. Okay, your glutes can help you out here. And keep breathing continuously. So you're not doing much. There's not a lot to think about, right? Doing well. 3, 2, and 1. Good, all right, drop the knees down. Give your wrists a little roll. Okay, that was 3 minutes on those wrists, so I just want a nice little shake out. All right, so next, trying to stabilize in lateral flexion. So lift yourself up, hip bones are level, one on top of the other. Okay, you're pushing your hand down into the floor, and then you're gonna flutter your feet. Now you can always place your arm in front of your body just to help you stabilize, okay? We have a second round, so you might want the hand down while you establish the position and the movement, and then next round, we can challenge it. Okay, so really trying to keep those hips level and not allowing them to wiggle back and forth. Good, working the oblique as well. 15 more seconds here. Then we're gonna flip straight to the other side. Good work, good work. 3, 2, and 1. All right, switcheroo all the way around to the other side. Okay, so arm is out. You're gonna try and lift the shoulder blade off the floor. Toes are ever so slightly in front of the body. Lift the upper body up, lift the legs up. Hand is there to support, and flutter those legs. Okay, if you're finding that you are getting a lot of movement and a lot of rocking back and forth, just slow the legs down. Okay, find the control, find the speed where you can keep it nice and stable and steady. Once you gain that, then you can add a bit of pace through the legs. Good work. Getting a nice bit of flexion work to those sides. Lateral flexion at the same time. All right, 10 more seconds. Doing well, squad. Keep it strong. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, gently release. Okay, coming back for round 2. So we're just gonna build on all of those ideas and find just a little bit more control with them. All right, so 4-point position, spread the fingertips. Here we go. And magnets on each of those hip bones draw together. Exhale, lift. And release. And exhale, pelvic floor TVA, lift. Try and get it in that 3-part sequence and get it as smooth as possible. So you go 1, 2, 3. And try to notice if your quads are trying to fire up and engage. Really try to switch them off so it is core only, deep core only. If anyone is postnatal, I mean, not new postnatal because you won't be on this, but like later postnatal, this might be quite challenging to separate it out, but it's a really good exercise for you. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we add on the leg extension. Okay, so same thing, but we're gonna stay hovered up and extend one leg out at a time. Okay, shoulders back and down. 3, 2, 1, hover the knees. And here we go, send one leg all the way out. Squeeze the glute, feel the opening in the front of the hip and back in. Stretch, think about the leg growing 2 inches longer and then it lifts up. So you're creating all that active length through the hip flexors. Good, find that control. Embrace those shakes. 10 more seconds. A nice steady 1 rep each side. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. Give the shoulders a little roll. Let's take it all the way out to high plank for those arm reaches. We can take them into circles this time. One leg, core, join the other leg. All right, one arm reaches, circle it round to your hip, and then down. Left arm reaches, circles round to your thigh, and back. Reach, shoulders, hips, staying level. You're balancing a tray of drinks on your back. You're breathing continuously throughout the movement. You're feeling that muscular corset cinching in with every exhale. Squeezing those glutes to help support. Good work, 10 more seconds. Making it as smooth as possible. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, give the wrists a little release. Well done. Coming onto your side for those side flutters. Okay, so pressing the hand into the floor, lifting the legs up, toes are ever so slightly in front of you, and your option this time is to take your hand to your hip. Okay, try to keep your shoulder blade off the floor if you can. And try to keep the hips as still as possible. Okay, you always have the option to take the hand down and graduate from the hand pressing down, graduate to just a fingertip touch. And then maybe eventually it comes off. Good, 15 seconds. Ooh, bubbles there. Good work, nearly there. 2 and 1. Well done. All right, last and final side. Okay, hand ever so slightly in front, toes ever so slightly in front. Press down, lift the body up, lift the legs up. And when you're ready, little flutter. Okay, maybe lightening the touch of your fingertips if your hand is down, and eventually taking your hand to your hip. Good. Your hand is there on your hip to also monitor that there is no movement forward or back. You're getting that physical feedback from yourself. 20 more seconds. If you're able to stabilize and it's feeling all right, see if you can speed up your legs. Good. Finishing in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, relax. Well done. All right, just coming to a little cross-leg position and just take a little side bend over and roll it around, other side. Good, and then just stretch out those wrists, folding it forward, and then the other one. Good work, crew. Thank you again for joining, for embracing all of these different technical core aspects. It will pay off, I promise. If you have any questions about anything, you know the drill, pop them in the comments, or just let me know how you found the session. Give me some feedback. See you tomorrow.